So basically, if we're going to break down a Baião pattern, it's a northern Brazilian rhythm. And if you're taking it like the traditional version of it, okay, if we're going back to like tradition, this groove has evolved. It's been brought to the drum set. It's been brought to other styles of music. There's rocked out versions that are like, but if you want to go back to the tradition of it, it's made up of 3 different parts. So first you have your zabumba pattern. Now, a zabumba is kind of like a shallow floor tom that's held with a strap. It's played with 1 stick on top and 1 stick on the bottom. The zabumba pattern is going to be what we're doing in the bass drum. That boom, 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 boom. Okay? Then we have what's played on the bottom of the zabumba drum, which is called a Baiao. But if I'm pronouncing it right with my American accent, the Baiao is the pattern that you're kind of mimicking on your snare drum or your cross stick, and that's going to move against the Baiao zabumba pattern, okay? So the two of them work together, and there's all kinds of variations and ways you could play them off of each other. So I'm kind of filling it in, is a version that I'm doing, but you could simplify it. You can make it more like a tresillo or more like a boom, 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 something like that. I'm playing a little bit busier, but I'm thinking of it more of like a jazz context, okay? The way I'd play it in that kind of situation. So talking about that zabumba pattern, you have the zabumba, the Baiao on top, and then you have your triangle part, what you're doing with the right hand. All right, so you could do like a simulating that triangle part or a ride cymbal. In that original version I'm doing, what I'm doing with the left foot is just time. You could think of it more like a ganza pattern, like a shaker. You could do downbeats, you could do upbeats, you could do what I was doing, or all that works. I mean, if I did like, don't think of a Baiao pattern as something that's a set rhythm, that there's only one way to play it. Just like this is not the only way you can play a rock beat, right? There's 1,000 variations on that. Same thing goes with any of these Brazilian rhythms. There's so many ways of cutting it up and being creative and putting your own spin on it. So putting the E on the hi-hat would definitely be cool, like but definitely not, something that's authentic. But again, variations, you could do whatever you want with it. I hope that kind of clarifies it. And just remember that all these rhythms, if you're looking at the traditional version of it, they're coming from percussion. They're not coming from the drum set. So it's up to you drum set players to interpret all these voices and bring them to the kit. Okay? Hope that helps.